Hey everyone, Techne here with my first ever YouTube collaboration, and what a better person to partner up with for this here, and that is with BOARDZY. Now real quick, before we get into what the collab is all about, I just want to shout out BOARDZY here real quick. I mean, he didn't ask me to do this or anything. This is just straight up from me. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, I highly recommend you go check it out. He mainly reviews mice. Hopefully he expands off into some different products, maybe some keyboards or something, but currently he pretty much just does mice. But if you want that raw, gritty, honest, straight to the point, no nonsense, no fluff type of review like you get from me, right? Non-scripted, straight honest, not company driven or anything like that. That's what you can get from BOARDZY. Let me tell you what, it is fantastic to see that on YouTube these days. It's a very rare thing to find these days, you know what I mean? Unscripted, just raw and straight to the point, no nonsense. Absolutely love it. So again, if you like the style of my reviews with that honesty, definitely go check out BOARDZY and hit that sub button while you're over there. It's right around 7 or something. Let's go on and get him to 10. All right, so now as far as a collaboration right here, what me and BOARDZY are doing are sending each other our favorite mice. And then of course, we're gonna review them after we use them and everything. Now this is completely unscripted, just like all of our other videos. The only thing we told each other to do was open a package on camera. We don't know what we're sending each other. He doesn't know what I sent him. I don't know what this is. I haven't even opened it yet, right? I'm gonna open it right here with you guys. But I watch a lot of BOARDZY's videos, and I know his current favorite mouse, or recently, is the Hottie S. But if I was to guess what this is, because we talked about this before that, it would either be the Skoll Mini or the Hello Kitty mouse. If you watch BOARDZY videos, you know where that's coming from right there. But my guess is probably Skoll Mini. Let's go on and pop it open right here, and we'll see exactly what it is. Skoll SK. Yep, Skoll Mini. So SKS, that's mini, right? SKS? G Sevlo. It says, what is it? G Wolves. G Sevlo. You know, all right, let's not even get into that. You all know about G Wolves in there. Anyways, let's go on.
What's good, Techne's channel? It's BOARDZY, and I decided to send him over the G-Wolf Skoll Mini. This is one of the newer releases. I'm pretty sure it came out within the past 2 months, and I noticed that Techne himself doesn't have a review up on it. So I really want to make sure you guys hands on one of these because it's too good to pass up. It's got some great clicks, great side buttons, and overall, just a very nice shape, comfortable ergo, small, light, 46 grams. And these grips, they are stinking sticky. I'm going to make sure that Techne puts these on because, again, too good to pass up. And also some great feet. This is originally a wired mouse, but it connects through a micro USB, so I decided to show it wirelessly because it's a bit easier to move around. But the stock cable is pretty good too. So really, hope Techne likes this mouse. It might be a bit too small for him, but I think he'll respect the other qualities of it. So yeah, that's going to be all for me. Enjoy the rest of the video.
All right, so let's go on and pop this open right here. I can hear you still get that tin. By the way, it does say it is Skoll Mini. It says it right on the bottom right here. So it is Skoll Mini. Let's go on and slice this open and see what we got here. Now, I know this comes in a white and black and then a red and black version as well. Hopefully BOARDZY knows I like red and black, right? Let's see. Oh, wow, it's all sorts of packaged up here. Still that great packaging from G-Wolves here, or G Sevlo, whatever the heck they are now. There you go, BOARDZY. Good color selection. Good color selection, BOARDZY. Good night, this thing is lightweight. Holy smokes. Wow. Actually fits nice in the hand right here. It really does. Wow. Very nice in the hand. All right, so we also get some extra switches in the package here. The USB cable, the paracord, feels different. We're gonna have to get some time with it. Connects by micro USB right here. And what else? I know G-Wolves. I keep calling them G-Wolves. Are they G Sevlo? Like, I don't even know what the heck they are anymore. What is all this? A little bag. What the heck is going on here? All right, I'm really confused. I'm confused what's going on here. I don't know what the paintbrush is for. And then an alcohol swab. I thought this guy came with some feet. So I remember when BOARDZY reviewed it. Ah, here they are. Look at that. Ha! Hidden underneath the cap. Son of a gun. So those are going to be a great big plus for me. You all know I cannot stand holes on the side of my mouse. I mean, these don't feel bad at all because they're actually quite small here. But I'm definitely going to be slapping the grips on there. But hey, BOARDZY, leave a comment down below. What the heck is this paintbrush for? I'm not really into arts and crafts. All right, so let's get our first impression straight out the box right here with you guys. And then again, I'm gonna go play with it for a few days, come back and give me my final conclusion after I actually use the mouse. So number one, let's talk about the cable right here. Again, connects by micro USB onto the front. By the way, is that gonna make it front heavy? That's my only fear. Oh, it has some notches in there so it slides in there and actually holds its spot. So it's in there, incredibly tight. Maybe a little bit of wiggle, nothing drastic by any means. But it actually does not, that was my biggest fear, that I thought it would increase the weight up front, but it really doesn't. It's still quite balanced. The cable, I mean, it's good. It's thick. It's a thicker cable, but not like, what's that mouse we just reviewed? The Death Adder Mini. That was absolutely horrible. Like the cable was so much heavier than the mouse, you know what I mean? I don't think this would bother me. I'd say definitely throw it into a bungee. Could be better, but again, I don't really know how we would do that with this, because you need another connection with that. So you have to find a company that can make you a micro. I know Dream Cables does make cables like this with a micro connected there. So that might be an option, again, if you want to get a paracord. So as far as the build of the mouse, very nice. It has like this textured coating on the top. Feels like a PVD keycap almost. Again, it just feels very nice and grippy. Again, I'll be putting the grips on the side, but not on the top or anything. As far as flex and actual just build, it feels very solid. Now, when I press on the bottom, you can hear that there? Like, I don't know, it's like it's catching on something. But again, who the heck's gonna be pressing on the bottom of the mouse? I can sit here and lean on the top and nothing happens. So I think it's built perfectly fine. No creaking, no flex or anything, just that on the bottom. But again, no one's gonna be doing that. As far as the button presses as well, 1 and 2, side buttons, scroll wheel, all very nice and clicky. Now, as far as weight and dimensions on the Skoll Mini here, I get 47 grams without the cable, and then right around 50 to 51 with the cable, so incredibly lightweight. Now, as far as the dimensions of the Skoll Mini here, obviously it's a mini, so it is small, but let me tell you what, compared to some other minis we've viewed, I keep going back to the Death Adder Mini that we reviewed. I think it was absolutely junk, right? But when you get this in your hand, again, the curves are really nice. Nothing too drastic. It fits in your hand very well, and that's the thing about it, even being a mini, it feels a little bit wider. So again, it's just comfortable in my hand, again, with that flare on the back right there. My fingers kind of rest back there. Now, for me, as you all know, I like bigger mice. Again, go check out the video from BOARDZY right there with the collab. You'll see what I'm talking about. But anyways, I like bigger mice. I like palm grip or claw. This, for me, is definitely primary fingertip. I mean, I can take all of my fingers and kind of rest it forward right there. Just kind of flick around right there, which is pretty cozy. But again, if I'm in a heated moment, it always throws me into that fingertip. I can't really palm it. Again, my hand pretty much engulfs the whole mouse right here. But again, if you're into fingertip, this really does it right here. It really does. Or if you got smaller hands, this will be a great option for you for claw or fingertip right there. Again, I just don't know who this would really be for a palm grip mouse. You gotta have some really tiny hands. Now, as far as performance on the mouse right here, you got PTFE feet. They look quite chunky, rounded off on the edge right there. So they look like they're gonna work out pretty good. You have your polling rate and then your DPI button right on the bottom. And as far as our sensor, we're using the 3389. But as far as performance, the only way to really tell is testing it out and gaming with this. So I'm gonna go game with this for a few days. I'll be back with you guys and let you know my final conclusion. Alright, so I am back with my testing of the Skoll Mini right here. Now, first off, I want to talk about my results, gaming with it and everything, and then I'll talk about my conclusion on what I honestly think about the mouse right here. So number one, as far as me using the mouse right here, if any of you watch my channel, you all know I like bigger mice and probably heavier mice, right? Around that 70 to 90 right there. I just feel like I'm in more control. And with this mouse right here being incredibly lightweight and incredibly small, it is incredibly fast. Again, with me, I primarily went into fingertip with this guy pretty much all the time. Every now and then I can get that real relaxed fingertip or something, right? But majority of the time that fingertip, and it is incredibly fast. No matter what game I was playing, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Rogue Company, Rainbow Six, I even was playing some the Talos Principle, I believe that's what it's called, right? And even a game like that, like I had to lower my sensitivity in every game right there, playing on the lowest DPI on the mouse right here. And it was still just incredibly fast. Again, with the feet, the lightweight, and then again, being on my fingertips right there, I mean, I was all over the stinking place. So that's right where I put the Skoll Mini right here. For me, way too small, and I feel out of control with it. But I know small mice are a big thing these days, and there's multiple variations out there. Let me tell you what, this is one of the better ones that I have used. I think because we have that ergonomic shape and it swoops out on the side a little bit, so again, it doesn't feel too narrow, and then my fingers just come over and rest on it. So again, it felt great. I didn't cramp up or anything like that, but again, for me, my play style, my preferences, I felt way too out of control. Now, talking about the Skoll Mini right here, me being out of control, being a little bit smaller, I want to pull in my one preference that, again, I would recommend comparing it to this mouse, and honestly, it's almost a spitting image of the shape. I mean, they definitely pretty much copied the shape almost to a T, just shrunk it down, and that is a Zowie EC2 here. Again, obviously a little bit heavier and a little bit bigger, not drastically bigger, but enough for me to palm grip. And this is probably the smallest I would go right here, you know? And again, this is what I would recommend. Now the buttons, the side buttons on the Skoll Mini are much better than the Zowie. These things are stinking smushy over here. But again, as far as comfort and usability, for me, yeah, the Zowie EC2 by a long shot. All right, so now closing out the Skoll Mini right here. My final thoughts, what I think about it. Number one, the build is great. The colors are fantastic. I mean, sheesh, come on, you couldn't ask for anything better, you know what I mean? Two things that I would fix or I think should be improved on the mouse right here. Number one, the cable. Again, it's not horrible, not deal breaking by any means, but I think it should be better. With a mini mouse, smaller and so lightweight, the cable has to go right along with that. You can't use the same cable on a bigger lightweight mouse, you know? Again, it just feels like the cable's heavier than the stinking mouse, you know? Number two, what I really think needs to be fixed on this mouse is the price. I believe it comes in at 70 bucks, $69.99. I'm sorry, but that is too much, too expensive for this. I mean, it's a great mouse. I'm not saying that, hey, it's, you know, makes the mouse cheaper or a piece of junk. That's not what I'm saying. But I just don't think it screams $70. I'd like to probably see it maxed, absolutely maxed 59, but I'd like to see it at 50. And then I think it would be a steal, and then make a wireless version and put it at that $79 price, and then I think we have a deal right there. But at 70 bucks, feels a little bit steep. So if there's one thing you should take away from this review right here, or collaboration, whatever we want to call it, that is, if you want a no fluffed up, non-scripted, no Hollywood-driven, corporate company, fluffy commercial product review, you come to the Techne and you come to BOARDZY right there, because they're going to be straight up honest, no fluff involved, no sponsorship-driven company fluffy promotion. But other than that, one other thing I want you to take from it as well is talking about these mice right here, as me talking about this mouse not working for me, but again, it being one of BOARDZY's favorite. What I want you to take out, we always talk about personal preference, and this is a prime example. Again, great mouse, but doesn't work for me. I'd like to see what BOARDZY says about the mouse I sent him as well. But again, this is a prime example of personal preference, and you gotta get the product in your hand. Some people are gonna like it, some people aren't. So again, personal preference at its prime. All right, so that is my review on BOARDZY's favorite mouse, or one of his favorite mice right here. Make sure to go check out his channel as well, because again, he will be talking about my favorite mouse over there with our collab we have going on here. And again, make sure you subscribe to his channel. Absolutely fantastic YouTuber. And like I said, let's get him to 10K, guys. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this review. Collaboration right here was an absolute blast. I hope I answered some questions if you were looking into this mouse right here, and I hope you found yourself an awesome new YouTuber and checking out BOARDZY right there. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.